Good evening, folks. Shades here, and I hope you hear me loud and clear. Signal seems to be good. And that's what I want to talk about. I mean, we had some... Do you think that making contact with people is going to be a thing of the past, you know? When people having to keep a distance, you know, do you think it's going to be a thing of the past? Like being in parties and a mixed crowd. Do you think soon there will be nobody? Like you won't be able to be in the same room as people. Like being in the same room as somebody will be a thing of the past. What do you think? I think it will happen, you know? And but there's ways, but that's why there's phones. It's a good thing that there's phones. You can make contact without making contact, you know? You can keep a distance and keep talking. And then at this rate, you're going to have to give your number to everybody, you know, if being in the same room with someone is a thing of the past. You know, think about this. I've been thinking about this all day and morning, and you have to give even familiar strangers your number. And by familiar stranger, I'm talking, as an example, the mailman. You got to give the mailman your number. And, you know, I don't mind. But yeah, so just, you know, every time, I know you may be sad that most of you can't see family, but every time you text, you help keeping them safe. Think of this, okay? Whenever you text, just remember, you're keeping them safe, and you can still tell them you love them. You know? And it gives you time to think, you know, and it gives them time to think of things they did. And yeah, so empty streets, nobody around, everything done by the phone. But, you know, if there's going to be nobody left, you might have to consider a few people having to be left, because who's going to keep the juice on to keep your internet signal going? Someone has to keep it going, right? So, may I suggest to you, like, solar power. But even then, the main motherboards are who keeps that juice on, so everybody can have it, you know. And the phone towers, someone has to be around to keep that going. Am I right? But, you know, automatic would be nice, right? Run by robots, maybe. We're still not sure on that one. But yeah, you have to get used to it. I mean, you know, aliens have always been here. You know, they kind of disguise themselves as you, so you don't freak out. Aliens have always been on t-shirts, so you know what they look like, so when you see them, you don't freak out. You know, when you wear an alien shirt, you're a fan, and it's been a warning that help is on the way. Or it's always been here. It could be your neighbor. I mean, right? So yeah, you at least got to keep the net going if you want to make contact while keeping a distance, okay? Now think about that. Are you going to take the ship and go to another planet and take a chance? Or are you going to take a chance of not taking the ship and being on Earth alone and having to salvage for whatever you need? You know, and think about this. I mean, I wish you luck if you stay on Earth. But what if a lot of things are locked up, you know? Like, there's also locks that need motors to open the door. You have to think about these things, you know, before you decide to be on your own. You know, the self-reliance, you know. So yeah, keep that signal going. And there'll be more soon. I hope this interests you tonight. And I hope you're relaxed. Even after everything I said. This is Shades of the Late Night Audio Show. And as always, I love you very much. And I'll see you next time.